Jared Kushner said the notion of the federal stockpile was it's supposed to be our stockpile. It's not supposed to be state stockpiles that they then use. What did he mean by our?
Oh, what are you asking?
And given the fact that taxpayers from
what's
every
that? I got
state
you.
pays
I got
for
you.
it. No,
You
it's
use the
not
word
gotcha. What do
our.
mean
You know what
by
our means? United States of America. That's what it means. It
Within
means
the states.
our. It means the United States of America. And then we take that our and we distribute it to the states.
So why did
Not
you
that
say
we
it's
have
not supposed to be state stockpiles that they then
because we need it for the government and we need it for the federal government. But when the states are in to also keep
giving it to if it's not to the states.
to keep for our country, because the federal government needs it too, not just the states. But out of that, we oftentimes choose, as an example, we have almost 10,000 ventilators, and we are ready to rock with those ventilators. We're going to bring them to various areas of the country that need them. But when he says our, he's talking about our country. He's talking, he's talking about the federal government. I mean, it's such a basic, simple question, and you try and make it sound so bad. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You know what? You ought to be ashamed. It's such a simple question. He said our, and our means for the country, and our means for the states because the states are a part of the country. Don't make it sound bad. Don't make it sound bad. Go ahead, Steve. Go ahead, back here. You just asked your question. You just asked your question in a very nasty tone. Let's go.
You didn't give me an answer.
Please.
Mr. President.
I gave you a perfect answer. You know it. Go ahead.
Yes, Mr. President. Both the government of Canada and 3M are pushing back on this DPA not to export N95 respirators. 3M says...
I don't blame them. They can push back if they want. We're not happy with 3M. We're not happy. And the people that dealt with it directly are not at all happy with 3M. So we'll see whether or not we do. I heard what he had to say today. I don't know the gentleman, but we're not happy with 3M.
Tucker, let me just say that 3M needs to stop whining and just produce masks, get them to the American people. And I've been dealing with hundreds of CEOs on the front lines here of President Trump's war against the virus. And 3M has been doing nothing but dissembling. You can't get any data out of them. Here's the thing, Tucker. 3M is operating as if it's a sovereign nation. Its press department, it seems like it wants to be the Secretary of State. And what they are clearly doing as a multinational corporation, which offshored much of our production, is basically going through this calculus as a sovereign nation of the short-term interests of Americans dying at the front lines versus their long-term business interests. The president
exercise the act. All you have to do is tell them, look, if you don't do this, we're going to use the act. And we've done a good job with it, maybe a great job. Yeah.
Mr. President, there are news reports that you want to sign the stimulus checks that are going out here in several months. Is that right? Do you want to sign those checks?
Me sign? No. There's millions of checks. I'm going to sign them? No. It's a Trump administration initiative, but do I want to sign them? No. The people are getting their money. There's a lot.